Well, that was quick, Jay. Was that you or me? Was that the fastest 60 seconds ever? I mean, I'm going to start that with a little nose blow. It's all good, baby. It's all good. Monday is here. Look, I said it to my earplug in. Jeez. All right, let's start fresh, everybody. Call to the Pen, HQ, part of the Hammer Betting Network. What's up, everybody? D-Rock, Steve Dubb, Brian Rose. Brian Rose, extra hat tip to you, my friend. Thank you so much. One, I appreciate that you're paying attention to the work, but also to help me correct it. That was very odd, right? The numbers were all the same. They were just, right? It did. Hopefully no one got in trouble with that one, but it wouldn't have made sense. So props to you. Michael K., what's going on? Yeah, we wrapped up really, really strong last week. I got really excited. For me, as a degenerate, right, as a total fellow degenerate, it's so hard for me to not bet on Sunday. It's always like one of my pure exercises in discipline. So I did put out the daily parlay for my subs, but like that's it. You know what I mean? So I have 0.05 units rolling. And of course, the Blue Jays broke. Oh my gosh, it broke a heart yesterday. But we did wrap up strong. Here we go. Fastest show in MLB absolutely anywhere, man. Tell you, I'm like a creature of routine. And when the routine is a little off, like so am I. Okay, people, we're going to try to get back to do the thing that we do, me and you, call to the Pen HQ, and just do all these games. I'll just stop. I'll do less intro. OPMG, what's up, yo? I'll do less intro, and we'll blow through it. If we have to go to 35 minutes, then we will. But I haven't gotten as much feedback since we were talking about maybe getting away from doing every single game. Well, if that's what people are here for, then that's what we're going to do. We'll do it to the very best of our abilities. Enough of that, more of this. Let's do it, everybody. Rate, review, and subscribe. Audio-only people, bringing the smoke. Remember, this is all PM stuff. We're going to be throwing live bets at you. And, Jay, if I put it in the bag or the parlay builder, that's where you know exactly what to do, everybody. We get to those 20 likes. We drop the parlay. As always, I've been digging that. It's really a great way to get exposure and have some fun. You know, we do a lot of F5 stuff. It can be unsatisfying. All right. White Sox and Guardians. I had, like, Stowins or somebody going today. It just got relisted as Lambert. Jimmy Lambert, who, again, not very good this year, 17 innings, 6.2 ERA. You know, he's always like that. I think he's probably got a career 5 ERA, let's say 1.5 whip. So Lambert, not very good. Other side, Hunter Gaddis, also not very good. We're going to just try and do the things of note. You know, the disciplinary basket is kind of ugly, right? But it's a lot of fly balls, not enough swinging strikes, but he has really suppressed a lot of contact. So it's funny, you kind of see that stuff. You know, it's weird. The misses have turned into home runs, though. Right, so this is Hunter Gaddis. Again, if you're following along my pitcher sheet today, it's a bit of a disaster. If you haven't noticed, my data scientist is on vacation. He just got back yesterday, and I didn't get my update. So all the stats are correct, but like it's a bit of a mishmash today. So again, Gaddis getting popped by lefties and righties, actually. 275 minimum BA. But again, I think I'm just going to leave this one because I'm getting caught a bit scrambled with the pitching change. Circle back to me on Twitter at John Laghezza, Bird app. Follow me any time of day, any day of the week. And we can set up all that stuff. Let's just move it on, right? Let's keep it. We're going to keep it pertinent. We're going to keep it between the lines. Again, my gut would say that one's probably an over or nothing. What the hell was I even looking at? All right, sorry. I was looking for like odds and stuff. And yeah, right, it wasn't even posted. It just got posted on DK. White Sox plus 105, Guardians minus 125, OU at 9. So yeah, for me, that's over or not at all. Both of these offenses have kind of stung. It's like, I'll probably just leave this one alone. Next up, now a bit more. Let's get back on track. I'm a bit more prepared now for these. It's the Texas Rangers in Dane. Dunning. Going to Pittsburgh, black and yellow to face Luis L. Ortiz. Make sure you get the L in there when you're doing your research. I mean, Dunning's really just kind of a guy. I mean, this is the best he's been, and probably playing way out of his shoes. 1.7 ERA, 0.88 whip, right? That's not really him. He doesn't walk guys, and that's good. 51 grab ball, that's really good. Hasn't allowed a home run yet. Also really good, but all those are the kind of things that do regress, but he doesn't get swing strikes. He doesn't get chases. So he's going to be pitching to contact. If you think you got a good contact team on the other end, you go after a guy like Dunning for these regression games. Other side, Ortiz. It's been a really rough go to start. You know, when you're walking more guys and you're striking out, he is keeping the ball down, which is really good. But he has not figured out an answer to lefties. Luis Ortiz, so anytime there's a lefty issue, bring up Corey Seager props. Jay Bird. Right? Anytime you see that, that's like an automatic. Seager is back and hitting really well. So that's where we want to be. Luis Ortiz, 438 batting average allowed to lefties, 1238 OPS, 3 1/3 home runs per 9. Again, it's a really small set, but he has really struggled. And that's the kind of thing we notice in young pitchers. When they struggle to a certain hand, sometimes that's a hole that they struggle to get themselves out of. Did we get plus money, Giant? Is that what you were waiting? Yeah, if it's even money we just even money and go ahead. Yeah, we'll take that. I know. You would hope it would have been a little bit better. DFS people, prop players. Also, I also have Nate Lowe and Josh H. Smith, just for you stacker attackers out there. Next up, the Cardinals and Jordan Montgomery going to Cincinnati to face Brandon Williamson. All right, this is an interesting one. We know Montgomery coming from the Yankees. Let's say just a guy. He's better than just a guy, but it's a ground ball type. It's the type of players. Like we mentioned with Dunning, this is the flip side of Dunning. 4.2 ERA, 1.35 whip from Montgomery. Right, he doesn't walk anybody. He doesn't strike anybody out either. 45 ground ball looking pretty good. But the misses have turned into barrels. 10% barrel turned into only 1 home run per 9. Right, so that you could see that actually going south. The batted ball luck has just not gone his way. Right, you're going to pitch to contact. And if you're going to be putting the ball to the ground, you're going to be a slave to the batted ball quality, luck. That's just what it is. So the 320 BABIP has hurt him a bit. Other than that, I think you really know what you're getting. He's pretty tough on lefties. I see 275 BA, but 550 OPS. He's been tough. It's really righties you want to look at, but I don't know. Cincinnati offense has been really tough. Really rough go for Cincinnati. Let's take a look really quick. Last 500 plate appearances. I used 2 weeks, 500 plate appearances. You get all that stuff in the sheet that I mentioned. Pin tweet on the Bird app, 230-18 BA, only 8 home runs last 500. They're striking out way too much. 26% K, 44 ground ball, 35 hard hit. These are the Reds. Those are all bottom 5 stats. So, yeah, I tend to think positive regression is coming for Montgomery. I don't really like to pitch in that park, so I'd probably just leave that one alone. I did want to mention to people, Williamson is good. He's like a legit prospect. He pitched really well the first time out, but I've heard people kind of trashing him, and I think he's very good. Again, that park is always going to hurt you. So this game is really kind of tough is going to be tough to get at. Cardinals super, super heavy favorites, and the OU set at 10. Right. So again, just a quick lesson. I know it's all going to be fast, but if you kind of have a heavy favorite, the OU shouldn't be 10. Think about that. Because then you're already saying, right, no team total is going to be more than 6 outside of cores. So it means you're expecting to give up 4. If you're expecting to give up 4, you better realize you got a damn good chance of losing that game, obviously. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Bullpen's pretty much split. I give the edge to St. Louis. Again, you check out that sheet. I added like Sierra and batting average against to give you more of a contextual understanding. ERA is kind of stupid. So at least I know ERA and people like it, and relievers have to get outs. It's like high fortitude stuff. I get you. But just keep an eye on the Sierra as well. Both of these bullpens are probably overperformed. But again, I don't think I can really get down with either of these. Really more of a pricing thing. We check the algo really quick. I'm thinking that maybe this piece can work for us. The only thing I get screamed is I'm actually way under. Wow, that doesn't happen too often. But again, if you're under in Cincinnati, what does it mean? You're probably cruising for a bruising. So just leave this one, right? You get under signals in cores and under signals in Cincinnati. Unless you might do an OPMG. He don't care, He doesn't care. He's, doing blow on the motorcycle, flying out of the helicopter and jumping the Grand Canyon, right? No big deal. So again, leave this one alone. I forgot who was posting it. One of my Twitter people. Really, really ugly kind of slate today. Michael K., I'll check it for you real quick, man. Although I know you're looking. I know you have your eye on the prize. You've got what? 3.5? Yeah, I can dig on that because I have the Reds right at 4. Before we move on, let's just take it. I looked at the bullpen. It's like a mixed bag. The thing is, St. Louis, even with the +4 Sierra, the batting average against at 213 is really good. They don't allow a lot of home runs. That's kind of the thing I'm looking at, hard contact. So I hear you. In Cincinnati, anybody could score. But again, I'm feeling the Montgomery positive regression. So I'm going to leave that one on its own. Next up, Bluebirds and Chris Bassett, the Hound. Woo! Had Tampa Bay to face the Flatfish and Trevor Kelly, the opener. I couldn't believe this one. The price. Pick up the pricing on this one. Just give me the money line. I'll just walk into this one. I know we're not supposed to play against the Rays or whatever, if that's like a thing. Oh, I moved that line this morning. Derp. All right. Put that in the bucket, Jay. Put Toronto in the bucket. Let's get to it, okay? So Bassett started off really rough. Now he's been great the last couple times out. Season stats starting to catch up. 305 ERA, one flat whip. The walk rate's still at 10, but again, he's been really good as of late. Really, really good. Hard hit rates on Fangraphs and Savant below 28. Just awesome. 138 batting average allowed to righties, only 224 to lefties. Lefties have had the power stroke work against him. But again, right now, Bassett is really not the one we want to be messing with. Flip side, Trevor Kelly. It's probably an opener situation, but you see the 7.5 ERA, 1.3 whip. I think they talked about getting Fleming in afterwards. But like, we're going to, okay. So Fleming and the Rays against Bassett and the Jays, I got it around even money this morning. But even Jaybird had it up at like minus 115. So sometimes you're just betting the price and taking the birds. Offenses, like, again, right now, last 500, nobody's touching the Rays. 345 team OBP is number one. 46 pull, 44 hard hit, right? The things we talk about. 9% barrel. They've been a bit slanted lefty-righty, though. They are the best lefty-hitting team in the league. Just average against righties. Toronto, last 30 days, that X-Wolf against righties starting to tick up. So anytime you're messing with Toronto, you know you can get a piece of offense. They let us down yesterday. Hopefully they come out hot. Last one here is the bullpen. I had a couple people ask me, they didn't quite get it right. If you see low scores in the F5 algorithm and then high scores afterwards, something's going on with the bullpens. Toronto last 39 innings, 5 ERA, 1.6 whip with the Sierra up at 4.6. 14% walk, 1.5 home runs per 9. Tampa Bay, 6.3 ERA, 1.5 whip. Also Sierra up above 4.65. More than 2 home runs per 9. So like this one probably is overwritten all over too. But the point being, you got to go with the full game over if you like this one. Oh, Steve, I wanted to puke yesterday. How did that was just awful. That Toronto game was just awful. I can't believe I've never seen anything like that. At one point, it was like 9 hits, 3 walks, a double, and a home run. Like I had a home run. They only had 1 run. It's like I did the freaking home run. Oh, you know what, Jay? Okay, so let's do that. Jay, back me up because again I'm scrambled in new speed. We're gonna take the Jays money line 105. I like that one. Let's put the over in the bin because I do think we're going to get that one also. These bullpens have been whack. And then maybe, if anything, if Tampa ends up kind of wiping us up, like it'll blow up that over, right? So we're kind of not saying working against each other because Toronto could just flat out destroy these guys. All right, so I don't want to come off as contradictory, but just maybe correlative. All right, next up, snakes with shapes on their back, the great American patriot, Tommy Henry, signer of the Declaration of Independence, going to Philadelphia to face the Broad Street Bullies and Zach Wheeler-Henry's been a tough go through 27 innings, 5 ERA, 1.5 whip. Sierra, and that's a new one. Someone was asking if you're looking at the pitching sheet. Okay, one thing that thanks, Jeff. Welcome, man. Jeff L. in the house. One thing that I want to notice, you can get in that pitching sheet. You can follow along for free. KWERA, I'm getting rid of FIP, which is old and kind of outdated. KWERA is K minus walk ERA. It's a K minus walk based earn run average estimator. Okay, so again, I'm just bringing you the smoke. We're always trying to try and get better every single day. Again, Henry, it's really been a tough go, right? Stuff plus on the fastball at 67, 11% K to only 10% walk. That's not going to do it, right? 89 zone contact, 49 fly ball, 9% barrel. So what does that mean? He's pitching the contact. Give me the Phillies, baby. I think I might have posted a run line, but I want to go a different route. Well, the Arizona bullpen's been good. What's the Philly team total look like? If it's even 5 even, I'll go with it. If we need to get 6, I'm going to leave it flat. All right, 5 even, 120. Let's go get that. Let's get it. I think Philly is going to get up off the mat. I want to try to flex the chops a little bit. You know, we kind of hang our hat on trend indication, right? You can't just look at L7. You can't just look at yesterday. What do we talk about, people? We look at disciplinary gains to portend offensive production on the horizon. Philadelphia, last 500 plate appearances, the walk rate up at 11%. Hard hit rate up at 43, right? So the patience has begotten hard hit balls, and I think they're going to just take off, like absolutely take off, because you know what's coming. We know the offense is really good. How long is Schwarber and Turner going to be made? Schwarber just hit a grand slam, by the way. Arizona offense is really good. You know, insight. Oh, we are locked in step there. You know what? Let's bring up Alec Baum, please, Jay. I had Baum ring on it also. Thanks for backing me up. I forgot to read the player stuff there. He's been very good against lefties as of late. Alec Baum. So, sorry, Jay, I don't have my eye to keep it up for another second. The home run starts with a 6? No, the home run does not start with a 6. How about the extra total bases? Yeah, let's get the fatty. Go with the plus 125. Let's get the total bases. Alec Baum, I don't want to do 10 PAs. Alec Baum last 26 PAs against lefties. There we go. 261 average, 873 OPS, but a 304 ISO. Remember, ISO, isolated slugging, is a extra base hit rate. So 30% extra base hit rate. We're hoping to get, the all the at-bats, right? 4 to 5 at-bats. That was a double and 2 home runs in that span against lefty. So, yeah, let's chalk up Baum. I really like that one also. So I wanted to see the Philly, what the cost of the Philly money line is. All right, put Philly money line in the basket also as a potential first trade, right? So I have that on the side, and that way, if you don't catch the cover like Arizona scores, I like Philadelphia to win this one outright, obviously. So let's move it on. LA Dodgers and Gavin Stone, the Charlie Dodgers, Hollywood, always up to no good, heading to Atlanta to face the chopping brains Uncle Chuck, Charlie Morton on the bump. Man, Gavin Stone, I don't know. My gut is telling me to kind of ignore these the 4 innings that we throw from Stone. He's very good. And in fact, it was like a fantasy thing, but also a betting thing, right? I do it all. One man band, nuance and context, pouring out the nose. Rate, review, and subscribe. Call to the pen to HQ. Jay was just telling me we're up near 600 subscribers, starting from 0. That's incredible, man. That's really, really good. Thank you to everybody out there. Seriously. And all you maniacs, dropping dimes in the comment section means a lot to us. Right, again, without you, I'm just some fat guy like screaming at his computer. So really do appreciate it. Let me try to get back on track. All right, Gavin Stone, the lesson I was talking about was a lot of times when we attack minor leaguers that come up, right? We did that. You beat up Stone. I remember we actually hit the Tom Tito on him. Against him, I should say. When they go down and produce and come back, that's when I like to back them. So, like, that was the Reed Detmers case last year. So I'm going to be careful with Stone. I think the donkey money is actually on the Braves to like cover. I've been seeing Braves like kill the Dodgers. I'm not buying it. Morton, let's take a look really quick. Listen, Charlie Morton's really good, 2.5 ERA, but a 1.4 WHIP, right? Doesn't really match. All the earned run indicators above 4, 24 K to 9% walk, 90% zone contact for Morton. Maybe not what you'd expect. He's keeping the ball down 48% of the time, which of course you like that. But lefties has done pretty well against him. 270 BA, 11% walk, 1.25 home runs per 9. And we know the Dodgers offense is just good. Right? They're a quality offense. It's funny. People are like, oh, it's magic and stuff like that. Check it out. Dodgers last 500 PAs. They kind of not getting the batting average going. But I think it's a batted ball thing because the disciplinary stats are the nut hand, right? 18 K to 10 walk as a team. 9 swing to strike. 28 chase to 88 zone contact. Right? They do it all. Put the ball in the air 46% of the time. 43 pull, right? All things we look for. 11 barrel equals what, everybody? Them being really, really good. Dodgers also a 333 expected WOBA against righties last 30 days. That's also on a team sheet that I have. Got to be careful. Dodgers very easily come out and punch this guy in the mouth. We know the Braves offense is good, but every good offense has down days. I actually think the sharp. What's the F5 look like? I feel like the sharp money's on the F5. Again, I doubt the algo is going to agree with me, but these would be the times that you kind of disagree. I mean, I got to close. It's not outlandish. Against Uncle Chuck, huh? How about the full game? I'm starting to get cowardly. You people notice that. Man, if anything, I'm very honest. Well, as I was rambling, I wanted to back up into my bullpen stats. Yeah, Dodger bullpen's been a rough go. 11.5 barrel, 2 home runs per 9 last 57 and 2/3. It's 14 days. That's also in the sheet. Braves up and down. They win in the zone. Ricel's back. I think he looked sharp last time out. So Jay, give me the Dodgers F5. Right? You know what? Wait, was there even money with can we get even money with the run? That's always the first thing I look for. The answer is no. But let's close enough. Take the 105, people. Sorry to ramble through it, but I think I left a good nugget at the end. Just my own procedural stuff there. As much as you'd like in F5, like to play with the plus money, man, if you get even money for the run, that run is worth, come on, race to 15 outs. Don't forget, man, anything can happen. And cashing on a tie is the Tensio. Love that. All right, next up, it's a Teague race from Detroit Rock City, 8 Mile. Michael Lorenzen going to Kansas City to meet the Royals with cheese. I guess I got to hurry up. I'm like, we don't have the hour anymore. Lorenz he's been excellent lately. Really turned it on. 3.4 ERA, 1.2 WHIP, but the walk rate at 6, just demolishing lefties. He's been really, really tough last few times out. Just a handful, man. He's been really good turning it on. I wonder if there's a breakout we've been waiting for. He probably needs a granular deep dive. Flip side, Brady, the winning singer, 7 ERA, 1.5 WHIP. It's been a really tough go. The thing that I was looking at here is actually the offenses. We picked up by Kansas City when they were up. They're now down wave. Tigers now up wave. We like the Tigers today. Give me the Tigers to win, Jay. Tigers offense again. Where do we pick up the same thing as always, right? Broken record. 19% K to only 9% walk as a team. Detroit Tigers, 10% K on its walk. Right? It's like top 3 disciplinary basket. 87 zone contact plus 45% hard hit rate via Savant, top 5. Okay, so the signs are there for, again, just a sign wave up. Doesn't mean the Tigers will win the World Series. It just means that everybody scores runs in clumps, man. Yo, Damani, what's going on, man? Miss you. Everybody in the house here. So I couldn't do the prop thing. We're back to the Tasmanian devil thing, everybody. So give me Detroit to win it. Lock it in. I got even money. Love it, baby. As long as my like minus 105 or something like that. I'll take Detroit to win this one outright. Also, last bow on it, the bullpens. Detroit with the big edge, 2.7 ERA, 3.6 Sierra. 0 losses, half a home run per 9 last 43 innings. Kansas City last 52, 13% walk rate. Sierra north of 4. So give me Detroit to win this one. Have some patience. We're going to have to win it late. Next up, the Giants going with the opener, John Brebbia. So be careful with those stats. They're dope, but he's only going to go around once. Then you're into the bullpen, and the Giant bullpen has been not good. On the season, Giant bullpen, 170 innings, 5.2 ERA, 1.45 WHIP, 41 hard hit, 1.5 home runs per 90, 11 losses already. Yikes. Terrible. But just keep an eye on that. I put up these pitching sheets. It's like bright red, the formatting. Fit everything. Brebbia looks nuts. But again, you're lucky. You're only going to go through once, and then, you're into it. Flip side, Bailey Ober, my dude, right? 1.8 ERA, 0.96 WHIP. All the indicators kind of agree. 18% came on his walk, 12% swing strike, 37 O swing, 81 zone contact. What does that mean? Right? He wins. Gets you to chase, and he can win in the zone as well. He's been really good. A lot of fly balls. Remember, with fly balls, you need infield flies. 57 fly balls, crazy high, but plus 13 infield fly. He gets a ton of pop-ups. Maximum 220 BA, lefty-righty split. He's been very, very good. I really like Ober today. I was hoping maybe the Giants would be I thought they'd be a little bit closer of a dog. Put this one in the bin. That's perfect. The minus 150s. Another will give people an idea of my procedural stuff. I don't like to pay juice, but I do want to get exposure to games that my algo has strong hits on, or games that I think I've analyzed well, that I have a good feel on. That's the best way to do it. You get your 150s, put them in the pack. And then yesterday, look what happened. Toronto was minus 205. Oh, Kevin Gausman's going to win. He's going to win. They're going to beat up Krispy Kreme. What have I dumped 0.05 you know what I mean? On a parlay where, had you been playing that for real, it's another plus 0.15. It's a big deal. So I like the Twinkies to win this one. They pretty much have the edge across the board. San Francisco offense last 500 has been trash also. 240 team batting average, sub 700 OPS, sub 8% walk, 45 ground ball, 27 hard hit. Just not any good. Really, really not any good. Especially bad against lefties. Overs are right there. That's just popping off the page. Twinkies starting to get it going. 344 team OBP in the top 3. 26 line drive, 39 hard hit, 122 WRC plus. Also top 5 X Woba last 30 against righties. That number's at 334. So Minnesota wins this one tonight. Just don't expect them to get the Brebbia. I don't think they're going to get the Brebbia early. Next up, Christian Javier and the Astros going to Milwaukee and Corbin Burns. What does it to say? Both these guys are dope. Javier getting it going, starting to show me the pitcher I thought we were getting going into fantasy. 3.25 ERA, 0.97 WHIP. All the indicators are 3.5 or below. 22.7 K minus walk. Awesome. 13.5 swing strike. 38 O swing, 82 Z-con. He has been fantastic. He's really getting it going. He has like Cy Young stuff. Right. Lots of fly balls, but lots of pop-ups. No big deal. Really not worried. The barrel rate was early on in the season. Right now, I'm not trying to mess with Javier. In particular, Brewers' offense is trash right now. Bring up the K-prop. Brewers' last 500 plate appearances, 27% K, only 8% walk, but the basket really bad as well. 11.5 swing strike, 85 zone contact. So one of the worst bins in there. How many strikeouts do we need? You know me, I can't do the juice. I'm not doing 7 strikeouts. I don't do 7 strikeouts. It's not my game. I'm not a K-prop guy. When the guests come in on Fridays, we'll pick K-props. I just can't do it. They're either too high or the juice is too high. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Other side, Corbin Burns is a GOAT. We're starting to see him get it together. He had a rough start, but the 12.5 swing and strike, 30 CSW, starting to see what we want. 48 ground ball, sub 5% barrel. He's a nightmare on hitters. I mean, we're not going after Corbin Burns. Houston offense starting to click up, right? We mentioned that as well. That's another gold star. I think that's one of my stronger suits as far as handicapping goes is, trend indication for these teams. Quick lesson to people, the newbies out there. We often talk of teams and players in terms of sine waves, right? So remember, the bad teams score. Bad teams go on hot streaks. They're just not as long. And then it's up to us to determine the type of wave. So, like, I've been noticing the Pirates have a high wave, right? They'll go out and score 13, 15, 13, 12, and then right on the home run, and they could catch fire at once. Reynolds and Sawinski and those boys. And the Tigers seem like it's a bit flatter. So we've been riding the Tigers along with the A's. I mean, we bet on bad offenses around here. Oh, boy, I just, wrecked something in my office. As I was saluting the Washington Nationals. Official offense of Call to the Pen HQ. And if you're thinking all the pricing that we're doing up there, Jay Bird, hang out with Mr. Cooper on the ones and twos, that's betstamp.app/Call to the Pen. So tell him Big Johnny sent you. Ooh, I might as well wipe my nose. Thanks, Jay. Can you tell I'm feeling better, everybody? I think so, right? Man, those last few weeks were an absolute nightmare. So Javier Burns, I think I'm going to leave this one. Let's just peep the algo really quick. I doubt you're going to get strong signals here. I got unders, right? So I'm under 4, but I have a really rough time on the 4. Then I have 7 flat. Could you check the over for me, Jay, actually? If the OU on that game is an 8 because the public is worried about the offense, I'll go under 8 OPMG, man. It feels good to be back, 7.5, 9. Well, I really wanted to tie in the 8. So let's leave it. No big deal. No need to force. That's really always the best lesson. All right, we got a couple games left and a couple minutes to do it. This could be perfect. Get up in the comments. Let me know if this new express version of the original insane show, where we're going to get to almost the entire slate, picks, props, and a parlay. Partridge in a pear tree. All right, Miami and Edward Cabrera going to Colorado. Get your pens and paper ready for some of the most detailed pitching analysis you've heard here or anywhere on the interweb. Get ready. When you're in Coors. Take your pitching analysis, and ram it up your, what? Exactly. Just forget about it. It's an absolute disaster here. The OU's already at 11.5. We got Edward Cabrera up against Chase Anderson. I tend to really like Cabrera. The walk rate is through the roof, but he's got that gas. This one's going to come down to offenses. Miami offense, believe it or not, starting to show the signs that we look for, right? The swing and strike rate down to 10 as a team. In-zone contact up at 87, batting average up over 255. Other side, Colorado, really terrible. Hard hit rate, 73 WRC plus is so bad. They have 7 home runs as a team, last 500 PA, and they lost CJ Cron. So I think they're in a lot of trouble. Fire Sports, what's up? Hey, guys, super late. Missed the show. Share my place in a comment. Love that, Fire. We missed you. FS. Bring up the pricing for Miami to cover this one. I posted this one for myself as well. Screaming on the algo. Again, this is one of the ones I do. Right, we're not looking at pitcher. We're going to look them all. Yeah, so give us plus 130 Miami to cover. Just because Chase Anderson is particularly bad. And I think Cabrera is good. I also think the Colorado offense is pretty terrible. And then if I'm not mistaken, all right, we do also have the big edge in the third phase. So again, we may have to win this one late. Miami, last 40 innings, 2.9 ERA, 22% fly ball, 3% barrel, half a home run per 9, really keeping it down. Most important thing, maybe as a reliever. Other side, Colorado, last 52 innings, ERA and Sierra north of 4.4, 14.5 walk, 44 fly ball. That is not going to play. Give me Miami to cover it up with that big number, whatever it was, plus 135. Next up, it's the Red Laundry from somewhere in the northeast quadrant. And Tanner Houck, just kidding. I actually really like Tanner Houck. He's my big fantasy buy low right now. Right, 5.5 ERA, 1.3 WHIP. No one wants him. 8% walk, but a lot of good stuff underneath. 12 swing and strike, 30 CSW, 50 ground ball. Kind of all the things we look for. 1 home run per 9. Not nearly as bad as it looks. It's not nearly as bad as it looks for Tanner Houck. Other side, Jaime Barria. He's been awesome this year. It's a bit shocking actually. Hold on, give me a second. Hey, I wonder if anybody noticed. Jay, did you notice? I got that silent mouse that I talked about. I'm clicking my brain out over here. Although I have this like super deep keyboard because I like it, but I notice it's bad for work. I like the click. And I don't know. It's like a therapeutic. You know what I mean? Cathartic was the word that I was looking for. All right, so I got Berea up here. And I was wondering if they would give him a full go, but it's not, right? That was the whole thing. A lot of times you see teams like LA doing that. So he's probably not going to go more than a time through. He's gotten up to 4 innings, but I think that was more an efficiency thing. He has not thrown more than 58 pitches. So don't be looking for too much from him. I do tend to really like Tanner Houck, like I mentioned. Let's dive into the offense really quick. I had to get my LA's a tough one. It's been a tough go, last 500 PAs, right? And you wonder, like, what happens, man? Ward kind of tanked us out this year. You know, if you loved him for the red diapers, my God. If you liked Ward coming in, and I was one of them. Luckily, so like I was buying up on Taylor Ward, but then when he really took off, I didn't take that next step in pricing, and I'm like really glad because now he may take off at some point, but it's been a rough go. And you look at this offense, you wonder how with Trout and Ohtani, 26% K to only 6% walk. That's the bottom tier. Bring up that Tanner Houck K prop. So this might be a sneaky one. We getting away like 4.5 here, 5 even. Because again, I don't like to just look at K percentage people. I know I'm not a big K prop guy, but I'm a whatever analyst dude, baseball talking guy. You want to look at the tapestry underneath. Well, wait, so 3.5? No, get out of here. Minus 300. Who pays? Who all these people paying minus 300? Minus 130. No thanks, Jay. No thanks. Ugh, I just can't do it. If you're okay with paying juice, that would be a spot I would do it. I want it to be minus 125, and it's not. But here back to the building the tapestry, right? So you don't want to just look at K, but you want to look at walk. You want to look at swing and strike. So LA really bad. Bottom 5 across the board. 13 swing and strike, 35 chase rate, 85 in zone contact, right? So you want to make sure you have all those things in place. I wonder if I can give you a good example. I can. Chicago Cubs right now, last 500 to K rate is through the roof, but they're walking a ton. They don't really swing and miss, and they don't really chase. That's not the place you want to look for strikeouts. You know, depending on the pitcher, of course, and their ability or inability, I guess, to win in the zone. Man, I tend to like Boston to win this one. I don't know if we have our 4. Okay, I actually think we have enough to do we have Jays over Philly Twins. Yeah, so I'd rather not. I think I do like Boston to win this one, though. But they've been a bit of, a headache because the bullpen is so bad. You know what, Jay? Bring up the F5. How about that? Because I could see getting down with. Listen, Boston rakes. And right now in this environment, I think you're really going to be backing teams with offense. Boston, 261 team, batting average, 329 team OBP, sub 10% swing strike, 9% barrel, 329 WOBA. They've been very good against righties as well, 339 team X-WOBA last 500. What's it look like? Oh, even money? Okay, I can dig that. Let's do even money F5. So we'll get some money down on our boy Houck and the strong handicap without having to get exposed to the bullpen and hopefully get some backing from the Boston offense, right? Because, everybody needs somebody sometimes. All righty. Last one. Not bad, Jay. I think we did pretty good. I think we found our groove, my friend. I think we did. I think we found our groove. I just had to cut out some of the numbers, right? If I tried to cut out all the numbers and it was no good, now the porridge might be just right. People get up in the comments, let me know what you think, right? I think all of us want every game. I don't know if there's anything quite like this with the amalgamation of, the way we kind of build these things. And again, if I'm not getting every detail, it's because we got to be quick. So excuse the brevity, but I think we are efficient. I hope, this show reeks of effort at the very least. Next up, Oakland. Elephants balancing on beach balls and Kyler Muller going to Seattle to face the Mariners. And my boy Luis Castillo. Oh, my God. Muller has been a rough go. 42 innings, 7.7 ERA to 1.95 whip. What? Every earned run indicator about 5.5. Stuff pass on the fastball down at 79. 15K to 10% walk, 8 swing strike, 26 O swing, 90 zone contact. Man, this is just awful. So what does that mean? Right? He doesn't induce chases. He has trouble winning in the zone. So he then has to challenge inside where he gives up a lot of contact. He has kept the ball down, but it's 50% hard hit and 11 barrel. So everybody's just picking on him. Lefties have a 375 batting average. Give me my dude. I printed this one myself, Jared Kelnick. I'm not even 100% sure we're going to find this in the statistics. I just know Kelnick is super streaky. And he hit that dong yesterday. And he's coming off, the home run, and it was a lefty home run. A lot of times those are my their indicator for hitters are like coming up at the top wave. Again, remember we're talking sine waves, up waves, and down waves. Sorry, Seattle versus righties. My bad. My FG's been messing with me the last couple days. Celtic, like I said, it hasn't been great. The number's not really there. But I was running some granular stuff and he was popping. Maybe it's like had to be fastball metrics. Take my word on this one. But I got Kelnick to go over. Was it plus 145, Jay? I was talking over it. I was running around. Thanks, OPMG. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Plus 150. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, got the devil. Maybe I'm a Kelnick homer. But whatever, we do love that one. And not only is Mueller bad, but again, when we want to build, right, we're building these props. We want to look at the bullpens also. Oakland bullpen, worst in the game. Last 47 and 2/3, 5.85 ERA, 1.6 whip, 270 batting average. I mean, almost 2 home runs per 9. On the season, 6.5 ERA, 5.27 Sierra. I mean, just awful. 1.5 home runs per 9. They've eaten 13 losses as a crew. That's Oakland. That's been absolutely awful. Jay, let's run it down, and then we'll do the parlay really, really, really quick. Do we get the likes? I don't even care. We're doing it anyway. Let's run it down. We got Corey Seager over 1.5 total bases. That's at even money. We have Toronto Blue Jays to win it outright. Alec Baum of the Phillies over 1.5 total bases in a game that Philly goes over 5. The Dodgers and Michael Grove, first 5 run line, right? So we want the plus half run. The Tigers to win over the Royals, plus 100. Miami to cover up the Rockies, full game, 1.5 at plus 120. Red Sox, F5, right? Tanner Houck over Berea, F5. And then Jared Kelnick over 1.5 total bases. Jay, let's put together this parlay really, really quick. I wonder can you do that? So we had Jay's money line, right? So these are all the things that we wanted, but the pricing wasn't quite there. So we like to play, but the pricing is there. Let's put it in a position where we'd like the pricing. Okay. So let's go Jay's money line. Jay, you put 8.5. I don't know what game. So I'm not sure what the second one was. Oh, was it also Blue Jays? We didn't. Oh, no. Okay, no. We don't. Sorry, back it up. I see. I lost the ticket. If we bet the Blue Jays to win, that's why that one came out. Okay, let's restart. So give us the over in the Blue Jays game. Sorry, so it's not Jays ML. It's the Jays and Rays over. That was correct. Sorry, I should have crossed the one out. Jay, that was my mistake. Everybody, I'm sorry. With Ballot, a lot of spinning bowls going on here. But these parlays done pretty well. Actually, they were up. So we're gonna go with the Jays over. Then the Phillies win. The Twins win. Well, and then I had one at the end that I just kind of cut off, right? So, how about Seattle to cover it? That's another juice one that I really like. Al goes screaming, right? Seattle to cover up Oakland. We want that bet almost any single day. Again, the bullpens are so very bad. So let's just recap that again. We'll be a little more clear. I'll try and be a little bit better. That was just a weird situation with the money line thing. So we got the Blue Jays and the Rays over 8.5. The Phillies to win. The Twins to win. And the Mariners to cover. The reason I know I usually don't look to cover in the parlay, right, part of the process, that Seattle money line is like minus 310. It's ridiculous. We're either going to get it or we don't. And again, the Oakland bullpen just so bad. So that's going off at plus 625. You got to give us a little swing. Put $2 on that, Jay. Let me win this for crying out loud. How about 3? Let's put $3 on it. Even better. Put 03. And that'll do it for the big Monday show, everybody. We're going to get out of here right under that 40-minute mark. I promised we wouldn't see the 41. So thank you so much for picking up what we're putting down here. Get up in the comments or on Twitter. Tag Rob Pizzola, the pizza man, bringing your large round. And let them know that you're digging the show. So enjoy the games. Enjoy your day. When we're done with the book, enjoy that pay. Check the comment section for those far sports hits, everybody. Check me out on Twitter. And remember, when you work this hard, it feels a lot less like luck, yo. Peace.